went to personnel administrative school at Fort Harrison, Indiana, which is, I think Fort Harrison is no longer around. And then I spent 2 years at Fort Leonard Wood and 2 years at West Point, New York as a personnel specialist. Best thing was my time at West Point, New York. I really enjoyed it. New York is a beautiful state. The Hudson River Valley is beautiful. Being around the cadets was awesome. And it was a very good time.
I did my first 12 years, then I was out for a period of 16 years, and I re-enlisted in 2000 and finished out in 2011. So I had a total of 23 and a half years. I was actually mobilized for a 2.5 year period. I went to Fort McCoy, Wisconsin. My MOS was a medical supply with a unit supply background. So instead of sending me overseas, they kept me stateside so that I could help with the units that were deploying.
I just enjoy going around knowing at the city who's a veteran, because we don't keep a list really of who is a veteran, and it's important to me to find out who they are, so we know when we're walking down the hallway, we meet them, they served our country, and we thank them for every day for the freedoms that we have.
Served in the U.S. Army with the Missouri Army National Guard. I was an engineer company commander in central Iraq. My favorite memory was really just that year in Iraq with my company of soldiers. Just living life with them. We were running combat missions in a very challenging and really austere environment.
I was in the Army Reserves as a civil affairs specialist and served one tour in Iraq from 2003 to 2004. Civil affairs is not something most people know about. I always like to say it's like the Peace Corps with guns. We were supposed to go in and win the hearts and minds of the local population and really just kind of keep them off the field of battle. One of the probably best memories that I have is a very hot day. We were out pulling security, and this woman, I had never met her, didn't know anything about her, came and brought us these frozen grapes. And it was like manna. It was so nice because it was so hot that day. She didn't know us, she didn't speak the language, but she did something small and kind for us, and that has really stuck out in my memory.